And Madeline, I was doing some research. You were excited to use fake blood in this movie, like work with fake blood, and that was one of the things you were so excited to do. Now, I want to get both your opinions on this because in recent years, gore has become like a phenomenon in these horror movies. I don't know if you've seen like the Terrifier movies.
Yeah. No, I
Uh,
haven't seen them. I'm not allowed to watch them.
yeah, I
I've
would probably
no.
refrain from watching that for now, but like that movie, well, those movies, because there's two now, and the third one's coming out. But I don't know if you've seen In a
Yeah.
Violent Nature as well, those movies.
No, but when it comes to Terrifier, I have not seen the movies,
I've
but
seen a lot.
I've seen scenes and I know what happens in it. I haven't seen the gory scenes, but I know the details of some of them, and I will pass on that for
She's
now.
also very scared of clowns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
clowns are something that actually like they just don't sit right with me. I don't like them.
I don't like them either because they're supposed to be friendly, and then you see it kind of flipped on its head. Like, what? Why would a
Yeah,
nice
I
happy
know. And
clown do that?
also, I'm sorry, I don't even trust them when they're supposed to be friendly clowns. It's
Thank you.
just like
Yeah,
I don't find a clown as enjoyable to be around or just to look at in general.
same here. Yeah, and my question for this is that what's interesting is that those movies they rely on gore, and I not knocking them. I love them. I love Terrifier. I love In a Violent Nature, but they rely on the scare factor to be about gore. This movie, on the other hand, it kind of feels like a Hereditary. I'm not sure if you've seen Hereditary. It kind of feels like that, like psychological thriller aspect, right? So, how did you guys utilize the use of fake blood and not going over the top with gore to make this a scary film?
For me, this is of course my opinion. I feel like everyone has different opinions on this, but just the right amount of gore. Like
Agreed.
not too much, not too less,
Yep.
not too less, or not too little, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because sometimes gore just kind of makes my stomach hurt, or like
If it's stupid gore,
I know it's fake. So at the same time, it doesn't really scare me. It just kind of makes
Yeah.
me feel like disgusted.
that's stomach.
So I feel like just the right amount was in the necklace.
Oh, agreed.
Like we got all the scripts in advance, of course,
Yeah.
because we talked with John Ducey, the writer, just back and forth. Like he would always ask our opinions on the scripts or what we think should change. And there were times where we were like, oh, I think this should be a little more gory, or I think this should be a little
That's
less
enough.
gory,
Yeah.
or this is
Yeah.
just the right amount. So I don't know. I feel like you have to find that solid in between, I guess. Because at the same time, blood makes stuff more fun
It does.
as
Yeah.
well.
Absolutely.
But also you have that more, I don't know, there's just so many different ways you could go about it, especially when it comes to horror movies. Like you could go
Yeah.
for that more psychological thriller or horror kind of part, that stuff that really messes with your mind.
Well, I
Mhm.
feel like it
I don't know, I
also.
feel like,
Yeah, sorry to talk about. I was gonna say it kind of feels like more layered. This film is layered. It's not just
yeah,
again,
exactly.
not
That's
it's
what I
not
was
just
gonna
about a
say.
movie where it's gonna be no story, but here's some killing and gores and that's it. It's not like that.
Exactly. With our movie, I feel like there's so much more love that goes on. There's so many different kinds of love and layers of love in our movie, and I hope people really see that when they watch it. Of course, there are ghosts and stuff, but I hope people focus more on the family part and the fact
Family's
that,
important. Yes.
yes, and the fact that these three women are going through a lot of challenges and chaos, but at the end of the day, they all still love and care for each other so much. And I don't want to spoil anything, but
Yeah.